Okay, so I'm forging on with my snack box unboxing for March. I'm just kind of doing them all in a chunk because I need to do some term paper writing later, so I figured I better get some snacks on board so that I can get through the night. So what I'm going to take a look at next is the Treatsie box. And the Treatsie box is actually kind of a small company that gears their boxes towards small artisan type candy companies, sweets companies, and because of the fact that they are a small company, they've had a little bit of a distribution problem lately. So this box is actually a little bit bigger than what was typically coming in. And supposedly that's because now that they're catching back up with their orders, they've included some extra things in this box to kind of compensate for people who had been waiting for some time. If you do like artisan candies and you like supporting small businesses, definitely give Treatsie a try. I'll go ahead and include a link down below. Just keep in mind that this box might be a little bit bigger than what you would typically get because of those factors. So a lot of what they include in here are sweets, so I'm not going to sample everything because that's just kind of sugar overload. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what they sent. So what they sent this time there's 3 items in here, but they're all really like big size. They're not samples. They're actually like retail sized items. So the first thing that we have is some lemon cookies, naturally flavored lemon cookies. I think it's Janice and Melanie. I'm having a little trouble reading the script. But they are lemon cookies. And let's go ahead and try this. Hopefully the packaging is resealable. We'll find out. They look a little bit like they are dusted in powdered sugar. So, and depending on how tart the lemon is, that could be really, really good. It comes in a foil packet. And they smell like lemon shortbread cookies. So they're tiny little, like powdered sugar covered. They're nice. Despite the presence of the powdered sugar, they're not overly sweet. And I think that speaks to how tart the lemon actually is. I think without the sugar, it would be a little too sour. And one of the things that's really interesting about this is that I can definitely taste the salt in the recipe. Yeah, sea salt is in the recipe, and I can definitely taste that, and that punches the cookie and the sugar to a whole nother level. So these are really, really nice. I like these quite a bit. I don't know necessarily that I would seek these out to purchase them, but if I came across them again, I would definitely look into getting these again. These are really, really nice. 70% dark chocolate with cocoa nibs from Ecuador. I'm not going to open this one up, but I do appreciate the kind of artisan packaging that this is in. It looks like it is a fair trade item, so I definitely appreciate that as well. This might be a good after dinner sweet. And then the last thing in here is a very large box or packaging of some handcrafted caramels from Memphis, Tennessee. It looks like they are individually wrapped, so let's go ahead and try one of these. So much for my plan of not sampling the sweet stuff, but I thought they were going to be smaller samples, so that's why I'm justifying this, because they're large packages, and you know, snack boxes, you have to sample them, right? On the air on YouTube. Otherwise, what's the point? So they are in an old-fashioned paper wrapper. It's like a wax paper. Kind of a little bit remind me of the Brock's Royals. So those are a really nice buttery caramel, but they're not overly buttery, which I appreciate. I do tend to like my caramels very, very creamy, and this one isn't as much, but it's kind of a nice break. It's kind of a nice change, and the flavor is very pleasant, very soft, very chewy, and it definitely has a old-time candy feel to it. So that was really, really nice. And I think that that's probably a treasure for their community, that kind of old-fashioned candy company feel to it. So really appreciate that. So that's all of the items in the Treatsie box. Again, if you are interested in checking out Treatsie, again, they are a small company that supports other small companies, other candies and sweets from small artisans. So if you're looking for something that's outside of the normal, Mars and Mounds and M&M type things that you can find in your Target grocery aisle, definitely check out Treatsie and see if this might be something for you to share with your family. So I don't know at this point what their distribution is, whether or not they've caught up with it. I'm not really sure if this is actually just kind of the extra box that they sent, or if this is actually them getting back onto the regular subscriptions. So we'll kind of have to wait and see if something else shows up from them. But in the meantime, I am going to move on to snack box number 3, so keep an eye out for that video as well. And then I guess I gotta get back to my term paper. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.